Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of From a Certain Point of View. And once again, um, I'm grateful to be joined by my friend Fernando. Yeah, thanks for joining us today, Fernando.
Oh, no problem. Glad to be on.
Definitely. So today we will be doing coverage for weekend 4 of Star Wars weekends. And as last time I showed the pamphlet, I'll do that again. And the celebrity guests in attendance this weekend were Ray Park, Billy D. Williams, and Taylor Gray. And those were the new guests. And then, as usual, we had James Arnold Taylor and Ashley. So there's just a look at that.
You're getting somebody.
Oh yeah, and also the a special appearance by Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill didn't officially sign, but a couple of people were lucky to have met him right before the motorcade, so that's cool. Um, and, and then I don't know if too many people did, but some people actually got his autograph while he was walking around in the park. Someone got his autograph like right in front of Star Tours I saw in the background, so that's pretty interesting. It looks like he had a really great time. His show with James Arnold Taylor, which was on around 3, right, Fernando? 3 p.m. I
Yep.
think. Yeah, it was at.
3 o'clock is, and here's the interesting thing. It was not advertised, but as soon as you entered the park, if you were headed straight to the premiere theater, they had cast members holding bands and putting it on you, and those guaranteed you seats to 3 o'clock show, with the exception of the 60% that were booked by Fast Pass Plus. So
Oh,
to be in the theater of Premiere Theater, you had to have the blue wristbands they were handing out.
oh wow, only 60%. I would have thought like, well, no, 60% is actually a significant amount. Um,
Yeah, that was for from they were the Fast Pass Plus for Mark Hamill's show, which was posted literally 2 Fridays ago. It
right.
was on the it was on the page, and literally within an hour and a half, they were all booked for all 3 days. I think every word that it takes about 60% of the 60% of the shows.
Right.
I mean, 60% of the seating is taken by Fast Pass Plus, while 40% are basically literally walk-ups. But they did that special thing where they put the wristband on you, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah. How was your? Well, I also wanted to mention. I heard somebody talking, and they were saying that they think that in the future. I found this interesting. They said that in the future they think that the actual fast passes should be distributed online as opposed to people camping out or showing up like a couple of hours before the park opens. What do you think about that?
I hope those rumors are not true.
Yeah, me too. Because
The reason why is I love Star Wars fans. I admire and gotta give major props to those who stay well, the day before to guarantee to meet celebrities like Billy D or Ray Park or I don't know Matt Wood, maybe an average wine, Jeremy Bullock. Oh my God, these are the big names like Lady Williams and oh my God, I'm going blank right now. I mean,
John,
the actors you want to meet, like you would consider them A or B listed actors for Star Wars to come and meet them.
yeah, John Ratzenberger was pretty popular this year at weekends
Yeah,
because it was his first appearance, and he's also done a lot of Pixar films. Well, I think all of
well,
them, and then also he was on Cheers, so that was somebody I think you had to get there like at least by
but,
4 o'clock if you wanted to
but
meet him.
definitely this major thing. The main reason I'm having a problem with this rumor that I haven't heard. This is the first time I'm actually hearing this. I don't think it works. Why? Because not everyone's going to try and get that. And two, that'll be a waste of time. And not only that, how are we supposed to know if any of the, let's say they do Fast Pass Plus, treat it like the regular paper Fast Pass. There's a lot of people that don't know that these are actually to meet the celebrities. And then that's when they expect, I don't want to meet him. They just walk away. Totally. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can actually take it away. But here's the worst. What happens if for some reason somebody who didn't want to meet, they would have to, here's the thing, then those autographs have to be considered tier one. Like, it would be as important as, like, the talk show or, like one of the 3 weekend shows that they started doing the Fast Pass Plus, or it will take you away from going to Star Tours Fast Pass, or Tower of Terror, Toy Story Mania, those type of rides. And not only that, how are you supposed to know if it gets used? What happens if the person forgot to take it out? And then somehow someone checks and like, oh my god, there's an autograph signing left for like Billy D. Williams. Look, I'll get it. Boom, I can walk over there.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead, go ahead.
okay, thanks. Yeah, I mean, like, it just, I don't like it if that wound up, being implemented because it just seems like, what if someone, like you were saying, they get the fast pass like a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, whatever time it may be, and then they wind up not using it, then, well, I guess you could just have walk-ups, but I don't know. It just seems like something that it's just too far in advance to
The
do.
time is going to be the same.
Yeah,
My
like,
biggest, my biggest complaint is this whole on anything. If you and so far there's nothing been given to cast members, but I do know resort guests get 60 days in advance on any of the fast passes. Annual pass holders get only 30 days from the scheduled time. In
yeah,
advance sign ups for all the things. But to me, this is the honest truth. It better not happen. I hope it doesn't happen. Because how are you supposed to know? Yeah, okay, the good news is, yeah, you get more rest. Don't get me wrong. They'll be, trust me, they'll be like, yeah, I don't have to oversleep. I got a guaranteed fast pass. To me, if they were smart, should be handing them out to those who actually stay overnight. They're handing them, I'm sorry, at 5 o'clock. So we have our band. Now, I mean, I'm loving that they moved it to 6 now. And then they tell you, oh, you got an hour left, and then, hey, put your stuff away. Within an hour, we're going to start giving you the fast pass.
right. I mean,
Don't get me wrong, I like that.
yeah, I mean, plus also, it, there are some people that actually travel, you know, a little bit of a distance to go to, weekends. Not everyone that goes to weekends is a Florida resident, so it just seems like,
They're pretty much paying about $95 to enter to get, hopefully, a free autograph.
yeah, and so if, they allowed this, like, for the people that are annual pass holders and everything to get it, it would kind of be unfair to the people that aren't, annual pass holders that might not even be Florida residents that are actually traveling to go to weekends. It would just seem kind of unfair, and also it's just like it just seems something like, because plans change and stuff. It just seems like if someone's willing to go there, like, 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, at midnight, or even 10 p.m., Thursday or Friday or whatever night before the actual day of the signing. It just seems like, a good idea. It just seems fair because it's like first come, first serve basis, like when you're there in person. Like if you take it and you make it, so only people get it that are online. I don't know, that's just my opinion. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with that. And honestly, they should give us something else. Like, for example, when the Star Tours was coming back, um, when Star Tours was about to reopen, they did for the first day. They had people watching. They had a big screen TV letting them watch episode 4 on the screen, so it got them something to do, something to watch,
Right.
which was pretty cool. There was people watching movies, and I was like, oh my god, hopefully that's an everyday thing. I was like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. So I always do something for the Star Wars fans, the ones who stay up late, but give us something rewarding. Because it's hard enough for them to try and give us best outfits. Trust me, it's been very hard for Star Wars fans since 2010. I mean, since after 2000, when 2011 started, because back, like I believe I mentioned before, yes, I mentioned the last time, they used to distribute fast passes, and it was on a first come, first served basis, and you could get as many as you want. But then apparently a lot of Disney fans were like, I want to meet them too. So they heard unlimited complaints, and that's why they have this one rule. You can only get one in, and then after 8:30, if there's still tickets available, you could go for another, actor.
Yeah, I think that you know, it would be cool if you could get like somewhere in the middle, like instead of unlimited, that seems too extreme, but and then one seems like it's not enough. So if you could get like two, that would be cool, like at least two.
Or three. I got three. Like I
Yeah,
mentioned last time. Three. I scored three of them. And don't get me wrong, I got a couple walk-ups, but understand, walk-ups are not guaranteed. Standbys aren't guaranteed.
right.
Depending on the act. But I hope it doesn't happen. I mean,
But when did you get three fast passes?
huh?
What did oh I thought you said you got three fast passes one time?
Oh yeah, I mentioned it before. It was when I got Pete Baker, Daniel Logan, Tim, Tim Morrison.
Oh, that must have been a few years ago, right? Like 2010 or something.
2010, yeah, exactly. That was my only one year that I was like, damn, I scored all three I needed. Huh, don't need to come tomorrow.
What, so basically, like you just showed up. What time in the morning did you show up?
Mm, I'm a good guy waking up, being there before 5.
Oh, whose line did you hop on first? Excuse me.
Well, on that day, I looked at the lines, and Morrison had the longest line. Daniel has the second longest line. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be D Baker. So I sat there, waited, and then they started handing out the fast passes. This was before they started the 2012, I believe the rookie of the wristband thing.
Oh,
Oh, no, that was
interesting.
before all that. No, that was all before. My apologies. And that's when it started. I grabbed one. Had D Baker's first set. Good. I walked around. They didn't let me go. They cut me off. I mean, they cut me through, so I don't have to do the check bag again. So I was like, yes, good. Got Daniel Logan second. Then, unfortunately, they closed it off, so I couldn't do it again. I go all the way to the very back and get to the check baggage line, which made no sense. But the good news is I saw the lady just throw the rubber band away, and then she opened a new one, and boom, I scored his third set.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds really cool. Yeah, it's definitely interesting to hear how the event has changed because my first time going to weekends was just last year. So, um, but you've been going there for years, so it's definitely really cool to hear how things used to be and how they're different now. I'm just going to show like a couple of pictures. I saw all five people that were signing. Mark Hamill wasn't officially signing, even though a couple of people got autographs from him. But I saw all five official signers. So here's I saw Ray Park. I just happened to see him like right before he started signing. I was like, I get a picture of you. He's like, sure. And I saw Ashley made it's kind of a glare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of glaring a little bit, but yeah, I saw Ashley. and made her Chewbacca honey buns. And then I saw James Arnold Taylor. Yeah, that one's coming out better. He was signing for, well, as some of you may know, he only does one signing at 10 a.m. and that's right before the motorcade. And he was signing for a couple of people like right after, right before he was about to leave. And I got him to sign my Stormtrooper helmet, my coin bank, which is really cool. It's like my first multi-piece item. And then I got a quick picture with him. So that was really nice that he stayed and did that. It was a really cool guy. And then I saw Taylor Gray. I got a second fast pass for Taylor Gray.
Yeah, it's very difficult for James to do signings because he's committed to every show. But yeah, here's my biggest thing. His first show that he gets involved in is at 3:30. Other than I do see him, I do know that he does show up when the people are lining up for the start of the saga. He does go, hey, do you guys have any questions? Blah, 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 blah. Other than that, he goes a long period without, interacting with any of the guests or anything. I think I'm not blaming him. I believe he has other plans and stuff. But I feel like he has an opportunity to get probably one more signing, at least. But I can't be wrong because I do know when Jerry Bullock was hosting back in 2010, his signing was all the way at the very end of the night.
Oh wow, what like 7 or
His
8?
signing was like around 6 o'clock.
Oh wow,
No, my bad, around 5 o'clock. And he signed almost all the way to 7.
wow.
It was like long and well, he was committed to everywhere. He had to do with the behind the force. He had to do the talk show, all that stuff.
How many years was he a host?
Just one.
Oh okay.
The only one that has been most have been Warwick, I believe, has been host once or twice. I know he did it in 2009. Taylor Guy did it, I think, twice. And other than that, I'll double check again. I believe the other person was, I'm making sure right now, has been James Arnold Taylor. Because before that, there wasn't really an official host until 2000. Because they were getting somebody from Disney, and where they used to show all the presentations was where the currently American Idol back.
Oh okay. So who do you this is oh I'm just gonna show the rest of the pictures quick. And then I saw Billy D.
Works every time.
Yeah. And then this is not Star Wars weekends, but unfortunately I didn't get to see Mark Hamill. It would have been cool to see him, but I did get to see him at Celebration 6, so I figured I'd just show that.
Mm-hmm.
That one's got a little bit of a glare too, but it's not the actual picture itself, just because I'm showing on the iPad screen. And then I did get well, I'll make a YouTube video showing my Stormtrooper coin bank helmet, but I got this headshot. Did I get any other
They
headshots?
do it right after you get everybody. Wait, you got Mark Hamill sign that one?
No.
Oh, you got a photo at Celebration Party.
Yeah, I'm just showing. I got a Taylor Gray headshot, and I think it's only a headshot. I got a couple of people to sign my Coinbank helmet. I'll make a separate YouTube video of that. But so where did you get signed, Fernando?
Only one. It's for a friend of mine. I got her a Taylor Gray signed autograph because he was the only one I got to meet.
Oh, cool. That was nice of you.
I was hoping to meet Mark, but then we might as well talk about Mark and then his show.
Yeah, sure.
Right after he did his parade, I actually got to see him. somewhere where not many people could see him, got to see him, said hi to him, and then he drove off in the parade. After the parade, there's videos on YouTube that Mark Hamill got out of the, they go behind the hat and was waving to a lot of people, and then all of a sudden he got signatures.
Yeah.
He signed, I think, 4 items signed, and the ones that became the lucky ones were Logan, my buddy John, and Logan's dad, Dave. Were 3 people that got signatures, I think, in the book, the Character Encyclopedia book, the Revenge of the, Return of the Jedi's deleted scene figure, vintage. I forget what else. Oh, it's a classic vintage Luke in the X-Wing outfit. So that's when everybody indicated, oh my God, Mark Hamill was actually signing. But he wasn't signing for long. He signed with eBay, and I believe I heard him. He said, "Winsor, please do not sell these on eBay."
Yeah.
Because he didn't personalize it. He had a light blue pin that he had in his pocket and just signed for a few people, and then boom. He was just doing it again on Saturday, right before his talk show. I heard there was a huge line. He was signing and taking pictures with fans on his way to day 2 of his signing, and then day 3, I heard he just pretty much walked up. Right after his show, he signed a few people's autograph. If you got a chance to see him and talk to him politely, and he had a blast.
Yeah, looks like he had a lot of fun, yeah. Which is really cool.
First year ever. He's loving it. I'm praying he does come back. I hope. I mean, to me, it's 50-50 because next Star Wars weekend will be literally about a month after Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, California.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking that next year's weekends will be a little less crowded. Not too much because, well, I'm not sure how many people travel out of state to go to weekends now, but I think it'll be a little less crowded because.
But that's the heavy point. Trust me, if they go to Celebration, they're not probably not gonna. It all depends on this. Once we get the full announcement of all the actors that come at Star Wars weekend or Celebration, that'll determine whether I go, do I spend this much money here or do I get them here?
Right. Yeah.
If they're able to attend.
Yeah.
That'll be my big determining factor because I'm still 50-50 bump. I'm like 70%, about 80% going. Flight-wise taken care of. But if for some reason I know the actor is going to show up at weekend, I'm definitely not getting them at Celebration. And then they will later come back, here for later.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been determined. I believe Jay Lagaya was hosting 09, and I believe Warwick Davis. So I think Warwick Davis did it twice. Yeah,
Jay was Captain Typho for. I'm sure anyone watching, or most of the people watching, will know that. Yeah, he used to play like the
day apart birthdays.
What was that?
Me and Jay Lagaya have we're 1 day apart on birthdays.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
literally, I love getting his birthday message. It's literally a good 24 hours difference. So on December when it's September 10th here, he sends me a message. It's already September 11th over there in Australia. Happy birthday, may the force be with you. He's done it 2 years in a row, and I sent immediately to the 10th happy birthday to him.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Which you know him from weekends in the past, I guess, right?
Yeah, I've met him. He is a very, very nice guy.
Sounds like it, yeah.
I love his shirt that says Samoan Wars. Samoan Wars. And then Mark Hamill's panel, I went to, I think that was the other thing. Other than the premiere, which was already sold out, you could also watch it they listened to my prayer. That it must be broadcast in many places. They did, which I was happy. They played it. They had they showed it at the big stage. At the, they showed it on the silver screen, the big screen at American Idol. Inside American Idol here, which said about over 1,000 people, great air condition, and outside the States of America on 8th Avenue, that corner that's like a small street
Right.
opposite of they broadcast his shows there. But that screen was really good because it ended up showing the panels from everything from the Vermeer Theater right there. It was the only one that was active, other than all those other locations were active during Mark Hamill's panel. I went to the Idol one, and I mean, the panel was great. You know, a lot of news. There was some of the same stories, but some new stories. I was glad to hear the Joker. I still haven't when he did Darth Vader and Luke was Luke and like, no, the Voldemort.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Saturday's show, and I'm hoping someone posted up Sunday's show. I think it might be Orlando. They posted, but yeah, overall really good panel. Birthday. He was terrified in the first show because when he entered, he looked to the right and he assumed, oh crap, nobody's here. And the first he sees is three MCs and goes, oh crap, it's empty. No, it's
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because there's 3 different shows, so I'm sure there were. Yeah, there were lots of different things discussed each day. The only thing that I saw, because I just went Friday, and my friend sent me a link to the video that you just described, where the conversation between the Joker and Luke Skywalker. That's pretty much the only thing I saw from his interview, other than like when I walked past the Sorcerer's Hat really quick. Around that time period, I saw that they were playing on this screen, like you said. But do you know if they discussed his role as Darth Bane in season 6 or Lost Missions at all? I mean, they must have, right?
yeah. It was. I can't confirm on Friday they did. Towards a little bit toward the end of the show, they talked about it, and trust me, there was a lot of people who were shocked to find out that he voiced Bane, and he did explain a little bit. I don't know by contents, but he did explain. He was talking for years to Dave Filoni to say, "Hey, what about me on the show?" Remember back at Star Wars Celebration, I think 6 or 5, either one. Someone was asking, "Hey, would you be interested in voicing something in Clone Wars?" You're like, "Well, Luke, I can't do it. Because one, I'm not even born yet."
Yeah,
like,
right.
no, we know that. I mean, a character in the show." And you're like, "Oh, yeah, I would love to."
Yeah, I definitely. I know that we heard at Celebration Europe that Mark was going to be voicing a Sith Lord, so we all kind of got a heads up on that, and we all were expecting it.
And then when we were there, we would never know who the heck it was until it was like, yeah.
And then some people, like, I don't even know how it's possible, but well, I guess I can understand how it's possible, but like if you don't frequent message boards and stuff like that, like, because not every single Star Wars fan like goes on Rebel Scum or all these different websites all the time and finds out all this information. Like there's a bunch of different types of Star Wars fans. Like I'm sure you and me were pretty hardcore, diehard fans. We keep up like on a weekly basis what's going on, but nobody does that. So but someone was like, I was surprised. Like I was talking to someone that is a really big Star Wars fan, and they were like, I was like, oh yeah, what'd you think about Mark Hamill voicing that Sith Lord Darth Bane? And they're like, that was him. I'm like, well, even if you didn't hear about it, like the months before we knew about it, like you can't recognize his voice. Like even if I was never told that was Mark Hamill, as soon as I heard that voice, because it's so similar. Well, not so similar, but it's similar to the Joker voice a little bit. I could definitely tell it's Mark's voice. I mean, Mark's.
Somebody else voicing it.
What was that?
Enough for you to go, oh, no, it's like it's trying to be Joker or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I mean like you know, I don't know how to describe it, but like Mark's very good. The Joker voice for the Batman animated series is awesome. I mean, we both grew up with that show. It,
Oh yeah.
I saw Mask of the Phantasm in the movie theaters when I was younger. Like the Joker, the animated Joker is
I wish I did.
yeah. I mean, the
It would
animated
have saved me
Joker.
from watching the horrible Batman and Robin.
Oh wow,
Came
yeah.
out that same year.
I think Mask of the Phantasm must have been the first Batman. No, actually, I saw Batman Returns. I was very very young, but I did see Batman Returns in the movie theater.
Oh, I've seen every Batman movie in theaters. My favorite one, of course, my always favorite one is going to be the '89 one. I remember getting to see that movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Oh wow, you must
So,
have been really young when you saw that.
oh yeah, I was only like 4. So
Yeah,
that
I
one,
wasn't
so
born
Batman
yet.
Returns, so Batman, oh my gosh, Batman Forever. It's the Batman and Robin. I didn't
Uh,
have to see Dark Knight. Batman Begins in its first theatrical release because I was like, am I gonna do this Batman right? And finally, my cousin let me borrow it on DVD. I was like, what the hell? I was like, thank you. Should have watched this. Then I saw Dark Knight, of course, and then I did not see Dark Knight Rises. And in a way, I'm kind of glad I did. But it's
wh-
not the worst. Trust me, it's still a good movie. It's still pretty. It's one of the best trilogies, but
how come you
most
didn't
people.
see Dark Knight Rises?
I don't know. I mean, to me, I thought there was no way he was gonna top the Avengers.
Right. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. So Darth Bane, it was really cool. And since we're talking about all different franchises now and stuff, is it just me or did Darth Bane look a little bit like Shredder?
In a way, yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot the reason why they did that. I think Filoni will explain in detail why. It wasn't like the fully flesh Bane that we know from the books, the novelization, and everything, or anything like that. But here's the best part of everything.
Yeah.
Everything that's in Clone Wars is canon, including Darth Bane.
Yeah, the Darth Bane. I'm not extremely well versed in the expanded universe, but I do have the Darth Bane action figure, and whenever I get like an action figure from the expanded universe,
Yeah, he is a very popular character in the expanded universe. He is the man, you may have heard this line, in the original trilogy, the rule of two.
yeah, he created the
The
rule of
rule of
two.
two, the rule of two begin with him, the
Yeah,
Sith Lord. Not a Jedi, the Sith Lord.
yeah,
Sorry, I'm gonna check real quick about his info. Checking on Wikipedia. Darth Bane name under the Dallas with the Sithish and Dark Lord of the Sith responsible for creating the rules to born in 1026 BBY or before the Battle of Yavin. He was raised a poor miner on the Outer Rim planet. Everybody's in the Outer Rim.
yeah,
After
right.
killing, yeah, I'm like, sheesh. I'm like, it's like the hood or something. After killing a Galactic Republic infant in a fight, Deathless was in danger of being arrested. Ended up being he escaped the world to join the Sith Brotherhood of Darkness. Something like the Undertaker or something. Bane studied the holocron of Darth Revan. That explains why. I know he had a love interest,
Who
which
Bane?
I believe he killed her, and I don't know that much, but I believe he was able to pull out I think his apprentice was able to kill somebody that somebody loved, and took out a pink crystal and yeah, Darth Bane actually, I believe, rocked the pink lightsaber.
Yeah,
Like a
I
boss.
think the figure has a purple lightsaber. Uh,
Oh, oh, great.
yeah, so
Whatever.
well,
I'll get to see his picture.
actually, you know what?
It's
Let me
cool.
look that up.
Yeah, I'm researching. I'm looking at his picture right now. Yeah, it's purplish.
Yeah, yeah. So he does have a
Before
purple
the guy, I
lightsaber.
thought it was pink. It was a big deal. I remember people like visiting him and like, oh my gosh, it's pink. Yeah, Mark Hamill had a great time. But yeah, he was amazing his voice. He was great, entertaining. It was great that it was broadcast. Um, to me, that's probably the big plus I give this weekend. That my request that I was making, I was like, please broadcast this because if a lot of people are going to go to this show, they're going to be disappointed and not know exactly what it's talking about. But for Disney to offer it in multiple locations like they should always do, so nobody misses the show, it helped out. And I'm like, that's fantastic. So
Yeah,
it does a
definitely.
lot. I hope they do that in future events. Especially that should be the location where, but especially the station right next to, right across the street from the, um, where Premier Theater's at, they should definitely play it there.
I'm trying to think where that is. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that's kind of by like the Muppet Vision 3D place.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right where most footage usually perform, that's where they had a big truck where the screen got lifted up and you could watch the show with the audio and everything. I was like, now that's a plus, so nobody misses anything. You're like, oh, I missed the panel. Wait, I can go over here and watch it. And I'm like, bingo, that's how you do it. That's how you do not miss content. You missed the show, all right, but you can watch it from here, boom.
Yeah.
I just wish it would play in shitty areas. Yeah, with Ray Park's show being played, they canceled. They had to end up eliminating a 3 o'clock American Idol show. Honestly, to me, Idol should not be even be playing at weekends. That should be like like another offering of watching the show.
What? Oh, whose show was
Different
canceled?
programming, like I don't know, play movies or stuff like that.
So that's I'm just showing a picture. So this is what Darth Bane looked like in season 6 or the Lost Missions for the Clone Wars because we were talking about it before. I just
Oh yeah, speaking of us franchises, real quick, I know we're gonna go back. You know where Maleficent was being played, right? The preview, right next to where Jedi 15 Academy signs up, right?
right by yeah in between like the Jedi Training Academy and like right next to Echo Lake. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been confirmed yesterday on E3 Monday that the next sneak preview will be Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, what? So what? It's gonna come out like a month.
Just a sneak preview.
Oh, okay. When does but Maleficent?
Maleficent currently appears. It should be ending within hopefully the next 2 weeks, and then they'll have to start setting up to put Guardians of the Galaxy out. But yeah, this is huge news because it's not only here at Disneyland, but it's also at Walt Disney World. Well, here. I mean, I think it sounded like Disneyland was over here. Because of the big Universal situation with Marvel, but it's just Marvel Studios, they have Marvel Rock. But Guardians of the Galaxy has they have nothing over there at Universal. So
Right.
it looks like it's okay to play Guardians of the Galaxy over at Disney Hollywood Studios, marking the first ever presentation of anything Marvel
At Disney
at
World.
Disney at Walt Disney World.
Hey, so
Which
maybe
is huge.
maybe we'll
Which
get
to
a
me, I'm like,
episode 7 preview at weekends next year, maybe. Well, no, no, but well,
yes, I kind of heard whispers. There is talks that it actually would be smart. Disney will probably do the same preview of episode 7. It's smart money, and trust me, especially with this movie, with episode 7, and I'm not even predicting it. I'm expecting the movie to hit $1 billion. worldwide. That one and Avengers Age of Ultron without hesitation.
Yeah. What do you think is going to do better at the box office, Episode 7 or Avengers?
It's tough. I think Avengers will dominate because I still don't think Batman vs Superman is not going to do that much, especially with the horrible title that they just added. Um,
Well, personally, I think that well, the general public was kind of, I don't know what the word is, like jaded or kind of just disheartened by the prequel trilogy. I mean, I like the prequels, but the general public didn't really, for the most part. So, that'll either get people really excited about Episode 7 or kind of hurt it a little bit.
This is the last time the live action Star Wars film came out 10 years ago. It will be next year, 10 years ago.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith's 10th anniversary.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith, I mean, I know kind of, well, I was going to say going off topic, but not really because we're talking about Star Wars. Episode 1, personally, I like it, but I could see other people not liking it, even though I like it. And same thing with Episode 2, but Episode 3, in my opinion, it's got the perfect like combination mixture of drama and action and the dialogue. Like it's dialogue heavy in certain areas, but it's very interesting dialogue. It's not just like dull. Like it's extremely relevant to the plot and it's interesting. And Revenge of the Sith just has so many great one-liners. I mean, A New Hope and Empire are like my top two, and then it would be Revenge of the Sith. But I think Revenge of the Sith might have more just like one-liners though, because there's just so like just pretty much everything that Yoda and Sidious say to each other during their duel is just classic.
Yeah, to be honest, hands down, my favorite prequel is Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, definitely.
It goes dark and everything, but you know what? It ties in very well with how it should end. So I'm not complaining. I'm loving. I've never had one complaint from that movie. So okay, maybe a nitpick, but I'm not even going to discuss that. But other than that, no complaints from me because.
Well, you can if you want to.
What?
Oh, I said you could say it if you want to. I don't care.
Nothing too nitpicky. I think the movie is as perfect as it can be. It is hands down the best prequel, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
But everyone's like the politics, but I'm like, if you look close, yeah. And that's what you need to buy if you want to know why they really invaded everything. You have to read the Dark Plagueis book, which, to my last knowledge, it's still canon because it does state by Lucasfilm, and I believe in the book that says it is official canon. Well, look, we have another book that's canon.
Yeah. Speaking of the prequels, and we're talking about weekends. Other than Ray Park, I'm trying to think. Other than Ray, yeah, other than Ray Park, I don't think there's.
Wait. That one I can answer. We had, I mean, of course, their lines are nowhere going to be compared to Ray Park. But I do know that, what's her name? Amy Adams, a.k.a. Aayla Secura, has been there.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know in the past, but I mean this year and last year, is mostly original trilogy / Clone Wars. I mean, other than Ray Park, I'm trying to think who else from the prequels was there this year. I don't think anybody, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, but I think it was just, Best and Ray Park, right?
Yeah, let me look back.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that was it.
This is pretty cool. Wait, you kind of have to give it to also, Warwick Davis because he was in episode one a lot.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's always going to be considered in the original trilogy.
right. Yeah, so I guess, um, what I'm wondering is that now with the sequel trilogy and Rebels, I guess the prequel trilogy is kind of, for weekends, I guess maybe other than every once in a while, maybe they might get Amy Allen back or one or two other people. But I guess for the most part, the prequel trilogy is kind of forgotten about for weekends. Do you think now?
That's the target for Disney. Disney, if you notice their products, especially at the Disney store, they're now to gain confidence back in the general public. Because if you remember correctly, from 99 to at least 2005 and all the way to I say 2012, the focus of Star Wars was the prequels. So you had that long longevity, of that happening. And then now Disney's focus is on the original trilogy. You can tell by the big 12-inch figures. You can tell by the Disney exclusive. If you notice their exclusive shirt that you see many people wear those black shirts that have Darth Vader in the middle, and then you have that cool look photo where he's wearing the helmet of the X-Wing and all the original trilogy characters. Disney's focus is now on the original trilogy, and you could also see it in the Rebels show. Everything is during the dark times, during the Empire era. You want to gain confidence, you want your mindset to be in the original trilogy. So when you get to see, when you go see the prequels, when you go see the sequel trilogy, you'll have in mind these great heroes from the original trilogy.
Right.
But that includes the Del Rey books. Nothing could prefer those in the comics. That's why I think that's not going to be, because the world now takes after August.
Right.
After August, Dark Horse's contract with Lucasfilm ends. All the books, and then all of a sudden you flip over, and it's going to be Marvel. Del Rey, there's going to be a few books coming out. One that takes place a little bit before the events of Rebels with Gideon and
Hera.
Hera on the cover. That's the first book. Then later, the other book that's going to be pretty awesome is going to be, and I'll be honest, I'm going to buy is Heir to the Jedi, which I just found out it takes place between episodes 4 and before episode 5. In first person mindset of Luke Skywalker, and how he slowly started getting his Jedi, the Force abilities and everything, which is really cool. And then of course there's a Tarkin book, and then it's like I think the Brotherhood of the Dark Side, which is Darth Vader and Darth Sidious book, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, if you notice, Disney's going to their brand of Star Wars right now to the original trilogy, but I did hear from somebody who is developing toys who was at set of episode 7 that I may have heard of. There will be 2 lines of Star Wars toys. There'll be an episode 7 line, and there will be a Legend line, which the Legend lines could be the original trilogy, Clone Wars, all that mixed around, and then it'll be episode 7, and I heard they're going to start selling those babies in September of next year.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. So are you like a big time toy collector or?
From time to time. If anything's interesting, I get it. Right now I'm looking at one of the rarest Ahsoka figures ever.
What, the Clone Wars 44?
That'll be the one. In her new look, her first debut, the debut of that new look.
Yeah, the season 3, yeah, with the leather.
I'm looking at that figure right now. I got her by luck. I was looking for her for a while, and I'm looking for almost 2 months, and then boom, I spotted her at Walmart. I was about to give up, and then I saw the the color. I'm like, wait a second. Ahsoka, the box is damaged, so they gave me like about a couple dollars off. So I scored her for like around $6.
Oh wow.
That figure is now going, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of $40 to $75 right now.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? So you got her when she first came out in 2011?
No, that figure came out, I think, in 2000. Wait, what year is it?
2011.
Yeah, it'll be 2011. The one with the blue box.
Yeah, she has the
The one
dark
with
side
the cover.
packaging.
Oh my god, that figure was the most sought out one. That was the figure everyone was hoping at Star Wars Weekend that it would be available. But that was the beginning of Hasbro's distribution being sucky.
Yeah, I actually was lucky enough to get one last year for a very reasonable price, and I'm glad because I'm a huge Clone
How
Wars.
much was it?
I got it for $12.
Great price.
Yeah,
Absolutely great price.
yeah, I got it online from somebody for $12. It was out of the box, but I mean, even out of the box, she goes for like at least $30. At least 30.
The only version of figures I really need to start looking for is the original Obi-Wan from Clone Wars and the original look of Anakin.
Yeah,
I have the season 3 Obi-Wan and the other one, but of course the only Anakin and Obi-Wan that are before season 3 look that I have is the one where they went to the ice planet from season 1.
right.
I have those two figures. I love those damn figures. Those are the two coolest ones. They're fantastic. Right now I'm staring at my exclusive Hello Stormtrooper 6-inch Black Series figure.
Oh wow, nice. That's a
I own that sucker. I own the Boba Fett. He's guarding my carbon freeze on myself. He's no good to be dead. So yeah, I do pretty well in my collection. Of course, my collection, well, it's kind of stopped a little, but if there's a Black Series figure I really want, or any big figure, I'll try and get it. I think my next focus figure for the 6-inch will definitely be hopefully another Stormtrooper, which will be pretty awesome. Darth Vader, and then eventually a Han and a Luke. Leia, I'm not buying that slave one. Ew.
yeah. I mean,
I'll wait for another figure first.
yeah, that one's definitely not selling extremely well. It's
Like how she was in the filming, which no disrespect to her, because I'm actually happy for her, and she's looking way better than before. And, but yeah, Clone War, but yeah, that's the focus. It's gonna be that. So yeah, next I'll explain it to you out of content. Oh, I ended up buying prints, photos at my Walmart. I ended up getting for like 29 cents a piece for like just 3 cents. I got one of my photos of Dee Baker, one with Cat Tabor, which I need to find the other two. I ended up being able to be lucky and print out one of the advertisements for Rebels. The lady never looked at the photos. Usually they go like, no, you can't have that, that's copyright.
right.
One with Matt Laner, one of Zeb, which hopefully I get Steve Boone to sign this photo, which would be awesome. And then the one that someone from that website, the Trips and Tips, he cut the images of all of the actors and put them together, which is cool. So I think right now we should talk about the final weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Other than weekend 4, even though it had Mark Hamill and it had the potential of being the biggest crowded weekend of all, the biggest conflict was a lot of cast members and families were not allowed to go on the ride. I mean, allowed to go to the parks because a lot of pass holders were blocked out as well. So a lot of people couldn't come and catch up with you. So yeah, let's talk about the final weekend, which is one of my exciting weekends, and in my history, I have met all of them except for one.
Who's Steve Bloom?
Yep, I've never met that man in person. But I will save this page because I'll have to talk to you about that movie. It looks like Stitch, but in dragon form. That's all I'm going to say to you.
What was that?
All I can say is it looks like Stitch, but in dragon form.
Stitch, but in dragon form. I don't know what the...
It's a dragon movie. It's House of the Dragon too. Okay, let's go with the first ever appearance. Let's talk about Steve Bloom.
Sure, let's do it. So,
Talk about him. He's as many of you know. Actually, he's 54. It's his first time signing at Star Wars Weekend. He's a voice acting legend. He's been years of active. He's been active since 1992. He is currently 54 years old. Born in Santa Monica, California. He is well known as the voice of Spike from Cowboy Bebop. You gotta know that second person. Okay, he voiced Roger Smith in the video. Oh, I like that character. I just didn't like the cyber. Eyebrow, sorry. Cyber. He voiced X-Men in numerous games, including Wolverine and the X-Men, Hulk vs. the Superhero Squad. It's that one. Marvel's Anime X-Men. And he, so yeah, he's the voice of Wolverine, including in the Lego game. The one that just came out.
Nice. Yeah, and he was also, I saw on IMDb when he was announced for Rebels, I looked it up. I looked up his resume on IMDb, and he was the voice of... Yeah, he was on, he was Goku in Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, which I think you're a Dragon Ball fan too, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and I'm sure you remember back in the day, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, which was for PlayStation. That was like a really rare video game to find, and it was really hard to find it in English. And like I know a couple of people even got like a I don't know what do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was like a really hard game to find in English. They only made so many copies.
Are you kidding me?
What, GT Final Bout?
No. I'm a big. There was one anime series I used to love watching all the time, and this is when Toonami was out. Which plug on Toonami. He is the voice of Tom since the. If you watch Toonami, every couple of years they would change the Tom.
Oh yeah, I watched Toonami.
From now on, he became Tom. As of Tom 2 and beyond, he's been the voice of Tom.
Nice.
In the Toonami franchise. But there was a show I used to watch called Gundam. I actually have an entire volume of Gundam series. The one that really surprised me, I actually knew it when I borrowed somebody's, I did rent Mobile Suit Gundam's movie trilogy, which is the, like, sort of the three-part of the entire original Gundam series, where they split them into three and they kind of considered it the Star Wars version, where the first one was a New Hope version, the Soldier of Sorrow was the Empire Strikes Back, and his Encounters in Space was like the Return of the Jedi thing. He was the voice of one of my favorite villains, Char Aznavour. Okay, anti-heroes, I would say.
Nice.
Because actually Char is voiced by another actor in that one, voiced by, oh my god, I love his voice too. Tom Edwards. He was the voice of Tom. I mean, he's the original English voice of, all the way to Char's Counterattack, which is one of my favorite ones. But Steve Bloom did the movie trilogy. And another Gundam series that I loved, it was called, oh my god, I cried, it's a six-parter. OVAs that they call it. Mobile Suit 0080 War in the Pocket, which takes place right before the end of the Like no more. He's the voice of Al's dad, which I'm like, what? The, it's, like it's like one of the characters' dads. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. Wait a second. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Stitch the movie? Is this Stitch, this is the, oh my god, the Japanese later dubbed to English. It was Tokyo, TV Tokyo and Disney Channel. I've seen this show. Well, I ran for about a year and a half. Oof. He actually voiced Sparky, Experiment 221, Felix, 010, and some other character in the English dub of, because this show never hit America, which is, to me, a crime. Because there's a really cute episode where it sees, Lilo literally like 20 years later, like about 10 years later when she's already a mom and she has a kid, a girl that looks exactly like her, which is really sentimental. I'm like, oh, it's hard.
Yeah, I saw the movie years ago, but I only saw the first movie. That's it.
Yeah, first one's good. All of them are good. Awesome. Lilo and Stitch, the series, he was, well, the movie, he had multiple, he was an additional voice. He was on Street Fighter 2, he was T-Hawk. In Alpha movie, he was Ken Masters. This guy's credit is huge. Yeah, he's the program block, he's in Toonami. Video games, oh my god, where do I begin? Arkham Asylum, whoa. Killer Croc. Sheesh. Killer Croc, Mask Guard 2, Guardian Kennedy. He's also Killer Croc in Arkham City, which is an actual Easter egg. You have to do it after a certain thing or else you don't get to see that clip ever again. A few inmates. He's on almost every Call of Duty game. He's a Canadian soldier. Captain America Super Soldier, he's Baron Zemo.
Wow.
Among other things. But what's great about him is that entire thing. Another famous character that he's done is in Final Fantasy VII. He's the voice of Vincent, including the Having Children movie, which is awesome. He's very big. I can't determine if he's going to have a long line. I think in a way he might, but I was wrong last year when I thought Sam Witwer would have a huge line, and Jerry Cummings, which both of them had a medium-sized line, but not like blown out of proportion. But I believe
Sam Witwer and who else?
Sam Witwer and Jim Cummings. Jim Cummings, to me, because of this, he's the voice of Hano Onaka, but he's the main Disney voices.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck, yes, exactly. Bonkers. That awesome villain character from Tailspin. Something like that. Oh my god.
Pete, or the guy that bullies Goofy.
Oh yeah, Pete.
That like bodyguard guy, the like bodyguard guy, palace guard from Aladdin.
Oh, absolutely. His career is fantastic. It's one of the most busiest careers I've ever seen. Once you hear his voice, you're gonna recognize his voice. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I was able to meet him. I met him and Sam Witwer last year. I was able to meet Sam Witwer 2 times without a fast pass. I was able to meet him twice the same day with walk-ups because the first time I saw him, like I was taking a video and someone told me I could. It was either a video or an autograph, which I thought was kind of strange. But then I wound up seeing him again, thankfully.
That's so lame.
I know. I don't know.
Why would I waste my time? I'm not gonna, meet him too.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but so I got a video and an autograph. But I got an autograph later on. I wound up seeing him again. He gave me a headshot, and I got my.
I just read on his main page on his thing. When you said, I'll be happy to autograph anything you have for free. This is under Steve Bloom's page. It must be send a self-addressed address stamped in an envelope for your package, or simply I will be when I won't be able to do it. Despite my requests and warnings, many of you have been sending packages without no return package, and I beg that I please. This is the last warning. I will only return your materials if it includes a return package. In case it says if you do not include one, it will be donated or destroyed. I was like, what? So, but yeah, he does provide his own address but what's great about him is he wants a sent item, you to bring, include it to your autograph self-thing and then have it sent back. So in a way, you can't be mad at him. He was, it does show that he tried his best to do it, but he is signing his autograph for free. He is not, spending, blah, blah, blah. But he's wonderful. I can't wait to personally meet him. He's my number one guy to meet. His sightings, of course, is the same as all the Rebels cast, which will be 10, 4:30, and 6. The next person I'd like to talk about is, a long time to talk about Stephen Filoni. The next I'd like to talk to, but I might as well talk to both of these guys at the same time. Dee Baker and Tom King. These guys have not missed the Star Wars weekend since debuting in 2009. That was the first year they were there. They were only there as guests. They weren't signing that year. They love their fans. Tom King, the voice of Yoda, the Admiral Yularen, the announcer. But you may also heard him as Professor Utonium in Powerpuff Girls, also him from that same series. The voice of Scrubbing Bubbles, which unfortunately Scrubbing Bubbles no longer have an announcer. Now they have the Scrubbing Bubbles talking. The voice of the voice of the Oscars for many years. The voice of other things, including many of the Star Wars pinball games that are available on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. And I've said pinball game, he's clearly voiced. He does a pretty good C-3PO, which I was listening to. I was like, wow, he also did the voice of like an Imperial officer. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Tom. Oh wait, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying yeah, it's pretty cool. It does R2D2, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, C-3PO. You couldn't do R2.
I think you said R2D2. I think that's why I was like.
I meant 3PO. My bad.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool. I'd be like.
He's a fan favorite. His line usually isn't long. He does do walk-ups. I remember going up to his side, and they're like, "Yeah, just go ahead, walk up." There was a stretch time where he didn't have anybody, and pretty much it was pretty easy. So he should be a guaranteed walk-up, hopefully. Dee Baker's really good with his fans. He's the voice of all the clones, Captain Rex, Commander Cody, many of the clones, additional sound creatures. He does a really good job with those. He can do a really good cricket, like the cricket's there, and it's technically him, but it makes it sound like it's somewhere else. He did voice the announcer in the California Screaming over Disneyland California Adventure before it got changed. So yeah, he provided a voice of the theme parks at one time. He's also the voice of Perry. And one of my favorite city voices, if you're a big fan of the show Legend of the Hidden Temple, he's the voice of Olmec, which is pretty darn awesome. His titles are 10, huh?
What? Dee was the voice of Almec?
Olmec, yes.
She was? Really?
He was, yeah. There you go, mind blown.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Not many people did. I was jaw dropped. I told my friends, and they were like, what? His sightings from 10, 1:30, and 6. He's, from the last couple of years, he's really good at walk-ups. But he's a very generous guy. He will take your time to talk to you. He's one of my favorites. Hopefully, I'm hoping and praying they do not eliminate the Clone Wars actors.
What, in the
I hope not.
In the future?
No,
I'm sure.
in the future, I hope not, because these are fan favorites. Tom King, I see him not leaving because he is the voice of also, if you go to Star Wars Weekend, you can actually hear his voice. He's the announcer.
Isn't he the voice of the monorail now?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. But other than that, he can cover it very well. Um, both of them are great, and then the next one will be Jake Taylor. He's our host, voice of Obi-Wan, and other things. There's much to say. Unfortunately, he has one signing. If you really need him, get in line for him. But other than that, he's a great guy. Does all the shows. His one-man show is the best. After that, we could go to me, the guy who's probably going to get the longest line will be Matt Lanter.
Right.
This will be his second signing, but his third time ever being here.
What the first time he was there, he didn't sign?
Yes, 2009 was the year when they brought James Arnold Taylor. Ashley was the host, so she was there first time ever. James Arnold Taylor, D. Baker, Tom Kane were the main four that they brought to weekends. With the exception of Dave Filoni, they considered him a guest. And pretty much they were able, they were only talking, and trust me, that was the year a lot of people complained because they were like, I want to meet the Clone Wars actors. And not many people signed. The only one who was able to start signing was because of the tragedy that happened to T. Morrison on the final weekend. Ashley Eckstein had to step in as one of the signers for weekend. So technically, she became the first Clone Wars voice actor to do signing before officially all the other Clone Wars actors started in 2010.
Wow. So Ashley was the only person that signed in 2009 from the Clone Wars?
Yep. Exactly.
How come the other people didn't sign?
That one was never brought up. I think it was the agreement of they weren't signing. I mean, they were supposed to be there, but they never, weren't doing signings. Plus, I think it was at the time of the scheduling, it was already, they were booked to do just at the motorcade, and now trust me, it's so very dear for all of them to go. I want to meet them. I want to meet them. Eventually it worked, and Ashley got to sign because due to an unfortunate circumstance that happened, she ended up signing. But back to Matt Lanter, this is his third year being here, but it's a 10-year signing. His first signing appearance was in 2011, literally a year after Star Wars Celebration 5, which is because 2002 was the year I got everybody's signature except for Cat Saber, which I got chickened out by not even going to her. I wanted to meet Matt, but don't worry, once I get to Cat, I'll explain later. Other than her would be the other person I probably wasn't able to attain an autograph, and I still have a spot for her to sign, will be Jamie King, who voiced Aura State.
Right.
That would be awesome. But Matt, he's a voice of Anakin and voices a bunch of other characters in the series.
Yeah, he's the voice of I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, let me look it up quick. But just say what you're say what you're saying.
Oh, he's the voice of course, Anakin in the Clone Wars and many additional characters. He's also now to one I forgot what his character was. But currently he is the lead actor in the CW show Starcrossed, which is one of the reasons why I think he's going to have one of the longest lines at the event. To me, it's very difficult when people are predicting that he's going to have a long line. And to me, it's kind of difficult to determine because it's the first weekend we're actually getting a non-movie actor to be signing this year.
Right.
He was an awesome dude, met him twice already, met him at Celebration 5, met him the year after, got to chat with him a little bit, talked about bank cards and arrows. And during the panel, he was invited to do the Behind the Force Clone Wars show, which is pretty cool. But yeah, very nice guy. I believe he does pretty good on walkouts, but of course it's kind of hard to determine since this is his second year coming to weekends. Unfortunately, his first signing year was very bad for him because apparently he had a stalker.
Wow, really?
Poor dude. He had a stalker, and pretty much she came during, I believe, a Saturday set of his, and pretty much tackled him in front of his girlfriend, now wife.
Wow.
And pretty much after he finished his set, they later moved him inside the ABC room right next to Judge Training. That's where he ended up signing for the rest of his weekends. Since then, he's been booked. Also, guy, he's married now, which is cool. He married Angelica Stacy back in 2000 last year. Let's see, he was in 90210. He was in a disaster movie, Sorority Row, Vampire Sucks, The Roommates. He's from Ohio. He was in Manhunt, a reality show called Manhunt, The Search for America's Most Gorgeous Male Model. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Also, dude, he's a big fan of Star Wars. Go ahead.
Oh, he was the voice of Lom Pike also, which I found pretty interesting. Lom Pike was he was the Pike leader that was in the Darth Maul arc. Um, yeah, and that's really interesting. I wonder what they did to alter his voice because it sounds nothing like him. Obviously, they used like a synthesizer or whatever, something. But that's
It makes him very, very cool. He ended up honing his craft on voice acting because, yeah, it was his first time doing voice acting, which is really cool of him. He was in Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, are you kidding me?
yeah. So
Oh my
that's,
god, he's the voice of Harry Osborn, Flash Thompson, Venom, and Crawl. Wow, bravo, that lantern.
so
I am shocked. I had no idea he was the voice of Harry. It's the series, it's the current Ultimate Spider-Man show that has Percival Coulson in that series.
right.
So yeah, he voices Flash Thompson, Harry Osborn. Yeah, his vocal range is really good because I had no idea he voiced those characters. Bravo, man, Lantern, bravo. I'm actually very impressed with this guy. He's currently still on the show because he's the voice of Harry and Flash. So basically, he's Peter Parker's best friend and Peter Parker's rival.
Right.
That's actually very impressive. Let's see, the last one will be, he's totally worth it. He's an awesome dude. He loves Star Wars. And then now to the last person I'm excited about. Oh yeah, my top three that I'm meeting will be Steve Bloom, Matt Leonard, and this lady, Matt Tabor. She actually got the role because of her voice. She sounds exactly like Natalie Portman, like Padme, and ended up getting the role. She's in, hold on. Oh my god. Of course, this isn't her first time in Star Wars. She made it to many video games, including, she was Venny in the Old Republic game, Star Wars Old Republic. She was in the Clone Wars, and of course, Padme Amidala, Force Unleashed video games as Princess Leia. And she does a great job, making sure that you don't see the difference between, here's the difference between the two. She's been on She's on Star Wars Detours, which has been on hold, unfortunately. She was a voice in Curious George in 2006. She's the voice of April O'Neil in Out of the Shadows, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I believe. Yeah, game. She has many additional voices. She's yeah, she's a pretty big game. Oh, in Knights of the Old Republic, she's Mission VAO. That was her first gig with Star Wars. Was a video game. She is by far, from what I remember hearing from the Clone Wars actors, she is a big Star Wars fan.
Nice.
So technically, in a way, she is the Vanessa Marshall of the Clone Wars. Well, basically, Vanessa Marshall is the Cat Tabor of the Rebels team. Big fan. She's 34 years old. She's from Georgia. I met her in 2011. Trust me, when I saw her name posted, I was like, I must meet her. I did meet her 3 times during the weekend. I ended up meeting her on Friday, and then I believe once on Saturday, and then met her again on the walk-up on Sunday. And we had 3 photos. It was really funny. She's a sweetheart. She actually took a picture with my Stitch walk, which is Stitch dressed as an Ewok.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. But no, she's a sweetheart. She's very kind. One of the things I support about her is, was her, she does the games for soldiers, which it's a great way to donate to soldiers overseas, which you can use like games, comic books, anything you have, and then they ship it to a box and have it sent to soldiers overseas, over Europe, any book, anything like that. It was one of the things I appreciated about her is she was giving back. And
Yeah.
including all her mates, like for example, Gene had an extra copy of any games that he had that were given to him by, when you work with, a certain thing, and then they like free stuff and everything. Whatever they had extra, they gave him, and then they gave them to the soldiers.
Nice.
One of the things I really, really like about her is she gives back to, those serving our troops, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, it's definitely nice.
Oh, I forgot to put the times. Dang it. I forgot to mention the times for them. Cat has, I do know, a 10, 1:30, and 4:30 set. She's a sweetheart. She's awesome. I think she might get a decent line, possibly. I remember the year she was here. A lot of people were confusing her as the voice of Padme in the Micro miniseries, which she had to kindly explain. Unfortunately, I cannot sign that because I'm technically deaf. Padme. It was somebody else, I forgot her name, who also voiced, I believe, Ventress as well. Hold on. I'm trying to see who else. Oh, is it a Japanese dub? Maybe it's a Japanese dub. Like, girl. Oh, come on. Where is this thing? No. Oh, this doesn't help. Yeah, the Micro miniseries. Gosh darn it. I don't know the name right now, but wait, I think I found it. Yeah, found her. Her name is Gray DeList. She's 40. She voiced, wow, she's the voice of Mandy from The Adventures of Grimm. Billy and Mandy. She's Vicky in Fairly Odd Parents. She's the voice of, I believe, if I'm correct. Wow, this is Tarzan Jane. Oh man, where's the Clone Wars? She's on me. No, where is this? Now I want to feel like a fool right now. Wow, she was in Batman Beyond.
Oh, cool.
Oh, my apologies to try and find this thing. Well, where's the S? Where's, oh, there we go. Yeah, she's the voice of Padme, Asajj Ventress, Ada Gale, Shakti, and a few others. So it was Gray. Oh man, I feel like I butchered her name. Gray. Delisi is the voice. Is the official. Is the voice of Padme. That's why she was like, I cannot. She's like, can't sign it because it actually she is the voice. It was hard because a lot of people had the Gimli series, and it was like, it was really tough. She's a sweetheart. She's one to definitely get if you can, especially if you had no Padme signing, because this is, with the exception of the two celebrations, the celebration 5 and 6, she's only been to one weekend, and this is her second time. So to me, the ones who will have the big lines will be um, Midlander, probably Steve Bloom, and Midlander, Steve Bloom, probably Chad Tabor. It's kind of hard because I'll find out by whatever Friday. But yeah,
Right.
it's pretty much the entire cast. All of them are sweet. Met them all. They are wonderful people. They are very cool. They're awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I talk too much.
No, no, no. So yeah, I definitely think Matt Lantis can have the craziest line. Do you think that there might be do you think that there might be a few less people this weekend than last weekend?
I'd say 50-50. I'd say probably. I mean, if there's less people that do signings, boy, would signing the Callers Act to be like a home run derby. You'd be like jumping at every single person. Um, I
Yeah.
would love that. But also, I think there's going to be some people that are going to probably take advantage of getting any of the items that are discounted. I do know that the Star Wars Rebel shirts, the short sleeve, the short sleeve, the long sleeve, the short sleeve shirt, the short sleeve shirt, the long sleeve shirts, all the Rebels are half off. So the regular t-shirts are around 15, the kid shirts are 10, the keychain is 4.99, the long sleeve is at least 20, and the Inquisitors are in the same price as well. No word of any other items will drop, but I assume it will, like previous years.
Oh, so how much is the Inquisitor shirt?
What's up?
How much is the Inquisitor shirt?
Inquisitor is the same price as the regular Rebels t-shirt,
Which is
14.99 or 10.
the Rebels t-shirts are only $15?
Yes, they dropped as of last week.
Oh, okay. So and hmm. So I think I might pick me up one of those now.
Oh yeah, t-shirt. Those shirts are exclusive to Darth Maul right now.
But they have they don't have Inquisitor at Tatooine Traders anymore.
Oh yeah, they do still. That shirt's still there.
And
Inquisitor's at Tat, but it's also at Darth Maul as well.
so the Rebels logo shirt, Inquisitor are $15 now.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll
So
find
what
out
they
this weekend if there's any others showing up, huh?
so were they used to be $30?
Um, yeah, $30 for the regular shirts. The long sleeve was 40. It's a nice material. I actually own it right now. But that's the only thing that's been dropped in price, with the exception of the weekend frame. It's down to $5.99.
Cool. Yeah, I remember last year I got the Salacious shirt. But wait, so I'm not. Are there any Salaciouses left?
No.
But when did they sell out?
We're good. Then after the limited edition one were sold out, then they later mass produced the ones without the pillow, and eventually, about a month or two before weekends began, they stopped production. We hadn't got another one back since.
Yeah, I got it. I got Salacious last year. I'm glad I got him. He's really cool.
Yeah. Um, Other than that, this might be an exciting weekend. I'm calling it the Clone Wars reunion because the entire cast is returned. The main core cast is all together for the first time. This is like a non-Star Wars weekend a non-celebration where the entire cast is together. So I know there were some exceptions where I think one or two weren't there. But other than Star Wars weekend, you only got to see at least three of them being there, like James, Ashley, and insert a Clone Wars actor's name, um, which is pretty darn cool. But yeah, you get the main ones. You get Matt Lanter, voice of Anakin. You have Obi-Wan, James Arnold Taylor, Ahsoka, Ashley Eckstein, the main core three right there, and then you have Tom Kane, the voice of Yoda, Captain. Then you have Steve Baker, voice of all the clones. Then you have Cat Tabor playing Padme. The original main team all together. Probably, maybe for the last time until they have another reunion to show up again.
Yeah.
Like to me, I'm hoping, we're throwing this out there. We're hoping probably Dave Filoni might show up. That would be a wonderful surprise for having the supervising director that brought this great core group that we've been hearing for them since 2008 till 2012, well, 13, together.
Yeah.
That'll make it somewhat of a bittersweet. I'll be sad. I hope they do become more future, they do make more appearances again. Because this may be probably the last time we see him, with the exception of celebrations. Other than Tom King was in Orlando. It was at MegaCon.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't go to MegaCon, but I remember he was there. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. It's going to be an interesting weekend. I would say, I hate to say it, but I would say all the panels are worth going this weekend. I will probably actually put myself to actually go watch the parade
Yeah.
this weekend because it's the whole team together
Yeah.
with Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom, so I'll actually go to the parade and go up there, take a nice photo. Then after the photo taking, you have a good, hour and a half until they start, meeting over to some of they do autographs and stuff. And Steve Bloom doing his show at 1:30. The talk show is going to be interesting. It's going to be, I'm going to say, it's going to be amazing because all in one room, you'll have all five members of I'll make sure. 6 of the Clone Wars actors all together in one room, which is going to be cool. You have James moderating the show and then talking to all of them. I'm definitely doing their 3:30 show, but that's hoping I don't get like Steve Bloom's second set. That's all I'm praying for. I hope I can probably trade, but that's another thing you could also do. You could always, if you have the same person you're meeting, and you could always negotiate with somebody who's got a guarantee to switch over time. They usually are good. Or what's been happening lately is, okay, people are like, hey, unfortunately, I have to go somewhere. Can I get this person right here, right now? And usually the people are like, yeah, go ahead. You got a guarantee. And, they'll let you in even though you have, probably a later set.
Right.
Which has been pretty great. I would say also check out the Rebel show because I've had the unfortunate luck of not going to Tasia or oh my God, Taylor's thing to see their clips, which I have not seen. But Zed will bring his own clip for exclusive to the show. And these are basically exclusive for only Star Wars Weekend attendees, which is really awesome. It's a thumbs up. And then, of course, Obi-Wan and Beyond is a must-do. And, of course, this year's fireworks have been absolutely brilliant. Everything's a must-see. I'm guaranteed I will see James' Obi-Wan and Beyond show on Sunday.
Nice.
I have not missed his Sunday show at all. To me, it's a great way to do it, and then hopefully do the fireworks before it goes. That's what I used to do with the Hoopla. I make sure to see the first show and make sure to see the very last one.
Yeah, I actually.
Seen it so far this year.
Yeah, I actually saw the very last Hyperspace Hoopla last year.
Yeah, to me it was a big deal, and I'm kind of glad I did because it is the end of it. But yeah, this weekend's gonna be pretty cool. I cannot wait. Do bring umbrellas because it is due to probably rain. I heard it's gonna be around 40%, but I say bring umbrellas just in case.
Oh, but what day? What days is it supposed to rain?
All weekend.
Currently.
So just be prepared for anything. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I cannot wait. I'm hoping to another thing to definitely do, go to the information desk and ask those cast members if you can get the entire black and white set of all the actors that've been there.
Oh, cool.
Really cool souvenir. Hopefully they still have many of the actors left. Because I remember Anthony Daniels was exclusively all taken, all gone. Unfortunately, there wasn't one for Mark Hamill, which was super sad. Other than that, it's a cool souvenir because you're getting something, and hopefully you can collect all the weekend pictures because especially weekend 4 because it has Mark Hamill. It's a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me because I think I said everything I needed to say.
Yeah, so yeah, it was definitely interesting. Thanks for sharing your knowledge of the park with us once again. Like last time, it was really cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. Once again, thank you, Fernando, for coming on the show. And if you guys are going to Weekend 5, have a great time. In the comments section below, if you're watching, tell us who you plan on visiting. Who you plan on getting a fast pass for, if you think you'll be able to get a walk up for anybody. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and may the force be with you.